'cause darling, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long ride.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Long Ride. My name is Rachel McIntyre Smith and I'm a singer-songwriter hoping to create a career for myself in the music industry by following Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour rule. I started following the 10,000 hour rule on January 1st of 2020, and since then I have put in 595 hours of work. Since my last video, I've put in 232 hours of work. I've spent 35 of those hours rehearsing or performing, 150 of those hours creating content for social media, 30 of those hours I spent songwriting or practicing my instrument, and 17 of those hours I spent designing merchandise. So here's some of my updated statistics. On Facebook, I have 379 followers. On Twitter, I have 448 followers. On Instagram, I have 856 followers. On Spotify, I have 67 followers. On YouTube, I have 58 subscribers. This past month, I had $0 of merch sale because I only had one concert, and to minimize contact between the people that were there, I didn't have a merch table. So here's some of the highlights of the past month or so in the long ride. I finished 50 days of Quarantunes, and during those 50 days, I had 3,127 likes, 358 shares, and 456 comments. One of the days I did a cover of Peachy's song Falling For You, and
I can't help it, I'm falling for you.
he liked it and shared it to his platforms, which was really awesome of him. I also did a cover of Ingrid Andress's new song Bad Advice. Ingrid Andress liked it on Twitter. And then I did a cover of KAITLYN Bristowe's song If I'm Being Honest. She liked the video on Instagram, commented on it, and then she also retweeted it to all of her followers and said that I was amazing, which was so cool. And now it has over 20,000 views on Twitter, which is so awesome. So huge thanks to KAITLYN for doing that. That was so cool of her. I performed a neighborhood concert in Chattanooga, and people sat out on their front porches, or they brought lawn chairs out into their grass, and I played in the middle of this neighborhood, and they were so awesome, so kind, and it was a big deal for me because I made the most money I've ever made playing music in tips that night. I've also written 5 new songs, which I'm really excited to share for everybody. I think that they're some of my best. I also spent a lot of time working on stuff for my band Queenston. If you don't know about Queenston, it is my all-female country bluegrass group that I'm in with some really awesome girls, Emerald Butler, Ivy Carter, and Amber Carrington. I've spent a lot of time designing merch, and I'll put a picture of one of the things I've designed for our stickers up here. And then we also had our first podcast / interview for Queenston, which is really great. And just some updated statistics on Queenston, we now have 97 followers on social media and 317 followers on Facebook. So that's a wrap on this past month or so in the long ride. If you're here for the long ride and you want to see if the 10,000 hour rule works, please like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out a new video in the next few weeks. Bye!
'Cause darling, I'm not going anywhere.